Greetings, Earthlings, wisdom keepers, wisdom seekers. Welcome back to WizdomDropz, your source for daily drops of wisdom and savvy cat astrology. My name is TONIA, and today we are talking about how to find career in your birth chart. So this is for all the people out there who have seen their birth chart, have looked it up on like astrotheme.com or some other generator on the internet, and you're literally looking at your chart like, how do I see my career? Or maybe you're just a student of astrology and you're learning more about astrology through your own birth chart, which is absolutely 100% a fantabulous place to begin and continue your research as an astrologer. But this video is really for you to find that in your chart. Before I jump in, make sure you subscribe to the channel if it brings you value and you enjoy the content that I'm producing here. I do put out a video every single day of the week, and I want to make sure that if you want to be here for it, that you are, and hit that bell so that you get the ding ding dong when I put something up on the interwebs. Okay. Now, before I also jump in, I do offer readings on a sliding scale right now for everybody, so even if you can't afford my regular rate, I want to make sure that you're aware of the fact that I'm offering that and feel like the sincerity when I say it's okay to use the sliding scale model for a reading from me. It's okay. Like, I've had several people reach out to me about that, so I just want to make sure you understand. It's been really fun, the readings I have been doing. I love astrology. I can't get over how every chart is so different. I've seen hundreds of charts and they're always different. It's just incredible. They always have like, there's overlap in some charts, of course, but in different ways. But we'll talk more. But let's move forward with the point of this video. So your 10th house and your career, okay, is going to be symbolized, yes, by the midheaven, of course. Old sleepy news, but we're actually going to dive a little more into that from the ancient view that maybe you're not aware of. Now, the midheaven is going to be one indicator. The 6th house in the ruling planets of each one of these houses by whole house system. That's where you just count from the ascendant. You don't use the tropical Placidus system. So the 6th house and the 10th house and the planets that rule those houses. So say the ascendant is Capricorn. The 6th sign from Capricorn is going to be the 6th house, right? So what sign is that? That's Gemini, okay? Now, what ruler is the planet of what planet is the ruler of Gemini? Anybody? Mercury. Okay, cool. So that planet in the birth chart, wherever it is going to influence and inform 6th house themes, which are habitual work habits, which are daily habits. It's where you go all the time, over time, throughout time, consistently. It's the 6th house. So whatever planet rules that 6th house in the chart and what conversations it's having with other planets, what house and what sign that planet is in, that's all gonna inform and almost, I look at it like flavor, that 6th house experience beyond just 6th house in, Gemini, like if it's a Capricorn rising, right? So anyway, you're gonna look at that and this for the 6th house and the 10th house. But the reason that these are important houses, let's start with the 10th house, the midheaven. The midheaven is not always in the 10th house. The midheaven can be in the different houses, meaning usually it's just either the 9th house or the 11th house that it's in if it's not in the 10th, okay? With that said, what is the 10th house? The 10th house is what you're growing into in this lifetime. I always think of the 10th house like the top of a tree. If you think of a really old, groovy ass tree, I always think of like catalpa trees when I think of this, for example. They're just so remarkable, but anyway, the bottom of that tree is roots, right? And it needs to be rooted. That's your IC. That's where y'all from in your chart, okay? That's where your hood, that's where you grew up. It's your initiation, the roots of a tree. Now, growing all the way to the very opposition of the 4th house is your 10th house. That's the top of that massive, gorgeous, incredible tree, dude. Like, that's definitely where that tree is growing into, is the 10th house. So what is it for you? It's your legacy. It's what you grow into over time. It's what people know you for in life. Now, 10th house and the 10th house, that's common. That's still, it's going to signify wherever it is, the midheaven, is going to signify your career and what you're known for and your legacy. But if it's in the 9th house or the 11th house, it takes on special significance and difference. It flavors, again, that experience. So if it's in the 9th house, you're an educator. If it's in the of some form, a transcriber of higher knowledge, one indicator for that. There's so many indicators for different things in astrology, but it's all a web, it's really cool. And then if it's in the 11th house, your career is about networking, and you're a more social person who's going to be interdependent upon and known for being a part of and having access to larger networks. You might not be like incredibly celebrity status. I don't want to give anybody any incredible like, you know, inflations, but it is a possibility. And also it's you're going to be more well known than others for that. Like it's going to be part of your thing, like that you're known for. So you know, it is a real thing, this interpretation. So look to those houses if you're just starting off. Obviously look at the ascendant ruler, the planet that rules the sign that the ascendant is in, and what conversations that are having with other planets, what conversation, what sign it's in, and what house it's in, that planetary ruler of the ascendant. Big time deal. Those are the 3 top biggie areas to look: the 1st house, the 6th house, the 10th house. Other than that, you can look at the north and south node, because that's telling you the story of dharma and karma in the life. So ultimately any career moves that one makes that become more in alignment with those points in the chart, they therefore grow as not only as a human but as a soul, and their experience of that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I am offering a course if you want to learn more about this stuff. It's WizdomDropz@gmail.com for details. It's going to be like you walk away having this magical toolkit in like pixie dust that just like floats around you and changes, magically transforms like everything in your life as you walk around through understanding astrology. It's just an epiphany oriented art and science, and I'm gifted enough to say that I'm very eager to teach people this, what I know about astrology, because it is a gift. And so anyway, with that said, my friend, until next time, may the stars be with you. Peace.